Hey there, pirates! Welcome aboard the Anime No Me channel. The Thousand Sunny is going to become a gigantic and powerful robot, and I'll reveal how in today's video. I hope for your support to help our crew win, and to do so, you just need to click the thumbs up button, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. By doing this, you will win an incredible devil fruit, so just comment which fruit you want. Guys, I think that after the events on Egghead and what's still to come in Elbaf, the Thousand Sunny's evolution might be about to reach a whole new level. From the very beginning, Frankie has always had a bold vision for shipbuilding, but after seeing the advanced technologies left behind by the Void Century up close, it's possible he's had revolutionary ideas to transform the Sunny into something never seen before. If the ancient robot found in Elbaf has any connection to the technology of the ancient kingdoms, this could mean Frankie will gain access to knowledge that will elevate the ship to a higher level. In Chapter 1110, we saw the reveal of Emmet, Egghead's gigantic robot, which stunned everyone with its imposing presence and the fact that it was able to move on its own, possibly in response to Luffy's presence. This reinforces the idea that certain types of ancient technology have a direct link to specific individuals, something that could be key to understanding what Frankie might do in the future. If this robot has already demonstrated capabilities beyond common understanding, then what was built in Elbaf thousands of years ago could be even more impressive. If we go back to Chapter 1144, we see Ripley taking Frankie to an ancient robot that has been in Elbaf for over 3,000 years. This alone suggests that this machine may contain secrets not even Vegapunk has fully deciphered. And what if this robot, like Emmet, is connected to the mystery of the Void Century? That would open a new path for Frankie to explore, allowing him to adapt this technology to the Thousand Sunny. The Sunny is already an extremely advanced ship. In Chapter 435, when it was first introduced, Frankie explained that it's made of atom wood, the toughest wood in the world, ensuring its durability even in intense battles. But what if this structure were enhanced with ancient mechanisms, making the ship capable of transforming into something even more impressive? I think Frankie could study the components of this ancient robot and, from there, create a robotic form for the Sunny, something that would allow the ship to fight in a completely different way. We know Frankie has always had a passion for turning machines into gigantic, awe-inspiring versions. In Chapter 603, he revealed the new version of the Frankie Shogun, a battle robot that has already proven to be a valuable asset for the crew. But what if he decides to apply that same concept to the Sunny? If a robot from 3,000 years ago is still relevant enough to be studied, then its technology must be far superior to anything that exists today. And if that's the case, it makes sense that Frankie would want to integrate that knowledge into the ship. Furthermore, Frankie's experience with ancient technology has been demonstrated multiple times. In Chapter 594, when he was on Vegapunk's island, he gained access to various blueprints that completely changed his own body, making him an even more powerful cyborg. So, if he was able to modify himself just by studying some schematics, imagine what he could do with direct access to an ancient Elbaf machine. Another detail that supports this possibility is that the concept of transformation has already been explored with the ship. The Sunny has multiple hidden functions like the coup de burst and the Gaon cannon, showing it was designed with far greater potential than it seems. But if Frankie can understand how the Elbaf robot was built, he could create a system that allows the ship to fully reconfigure itself, becoming a true mechanical colossus capable of taking on any enemy. And if we think about the overall narrative, this would also make sense within the crew's growth. Every member of the Straw Hats has undergone constant evolution, and Frankie would be no exception. Luffy awakened his devil fruit, Zoro refined his connection with his swords, Sanji unlocked new powers through his genetic lineage, and Nami now has even greater control over the Climattact thanks to Zeus. So why wouldn't Frankie have his own major evolution? Additionally, if we go back to Chapter 1105, we saw that the world government is increasingly interested in technologies they can exploit for their own advantage. If the Elbaf robot's technology is truly valuable, then powerful forces are also trying to figure out how it works. But Frankie, being one step ahead, could ensure this knowledge is used to strengthen the Straw Hats instead of falling into the wrong hands. And what if this new form of the Sunny isn't just a transformation, but an awakening? If Emmet was able to move on its own, maybe there are hidden mechanisms in ancient technology that allow machines to possess some form of consciousness. Perhaps the Sunny itself could develop an artificial intelligence, or an even stronger bond with the crew, responding directly to their needs. This would open up a massive range of possibilities. Imagine if the Sunny could move independently, dodging attacks and even defending itself. This would give the crew much more freedom during battles, without having to worry as much about the ship's safety. And what if this upgrade also allowed the Sunny to become even faster and more efficient? The coup de burst already lets it leap through the air at high speed, but if Franky can implement improvements based on Elbaf's technology, he could make this ability even more powerful, allowing the ship to reach unimaginable speeds. If we think about the evolution of ships in One Piece, we've seen many vessels with extraordinary capabilities. Big Mom's Queen Mama Chandler is a living ship, Pluton is a legendary warship, and even Whitebeard's Moby Dick had incredible durability. But the Sunny could surpass them all if Franky manages to adapt this ancient knowledge. So, I think the future of the Thousand Sunny may be directly tied to what will be discovered on Elbaf. Franky has already proven capable of creating absurd inventions, and if he gains access to technology that has survived for 3,000 years, then there are no limits to what he can do. Perhaps we're about to witness the ship's ultimate transformation, making it not only the strongest vessel in the world, but also a symbol of the Straw Hat Crew's progress toward their final destiny. Looking at the technological advancements showcased on Egghead, it's clear that the world of One Piece is on the verge of entering a new era. Vegapunk developed the Seraphim, a new generation of weapons that surpass anything the world government has ever had before. If even the government is investing in this level of innovation, then Franky, being one of the greatest engineers in the world, certainly wouldn't fall behind. Studying the ancient robot of Elbaf could be the push he needs to elevate his engineering to another level. If we look at Franky's track record, we can see that all his inventions follow a logic of increasing scale. He started with small enhancements to his own body, then created the Franky Shogun, and now he's faced with a long-lost technology. It would only be natural for the next step to be something truly monumental, and the Sunny could be the perfect vessel for this revolution. But how exactly could the Sunny change? First, we need to remember that Franky has already made significant modifications to the ship since it was built. In Chapter 603, when the crew reunited after the time skip, he revealed some of the ship's new functions, including hidden mechanisms no one expected. This shows that the Sunny has always had the potential to evolve. Now, with the knowledge gained on Egghead and Elbaf, Franky could take this to a whole new level. If we consider the concept of a robotic ship, we can imagine different forms this transformation might take. The first possibility would be an autonomous defense system. If the ancient robot of Elbaf has any kind of mechanism allowing independent movement, Franky could adapt that technology to the Sunny. This would make the ship capable of defending itself in battles, something that could be extremely useful when the crew is busy fighting powerful enemies. Additionally, we could imagine Franky developing a combat mode for the ship, allowing the Sunny to actively participate in fights. This could be achieved through a mobile structure that would let the ship temporarily transform perhaps into something similar to the Franky Shogun, but on a much larger scale. If we consider that Egghead's robot, Emmet, is colossal in size, then Elbaf's robot might be even bigger. By studying this technology, Franky could create a mechanism that allows the Sunny to change shape in critical moments, turning it into a battle fortress. Another interesting possibility would be the introduction of an advanced energy system. Currently, the Sunny already has the coup de burst, which propels it to escape dangerous situations. But what if Franky found a way to enhance this using ancient technology? Maybe he could develop a new system based on what he discovers in Elbaf's robot, allowing the ship to have a more efficient and versatile energy supply. This could grant the Sunny new abilities such as increased speed, stronger attacks, or even the creation of a protective shield in critical moments. And what if this evolution of the Sunny also allows for a deeper connection with Luffy? If we recall that Egghead's robot seemingly activated because of Luffy's presence, perhaps there's something in the ancient kingdom's technology that reacts directly to him. Franky might discover a system that links the ship to its captain in a unique way, allowing the Sunny to better respond to his needs. This could manifest in various forms, from small automatic adjustments to full transformations at decisive moments. What do you think about this? I think it would be amazing. That was today's content. We hope you liked it and want to share your opinion on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay amazing.